And Gloria, may we have a roll call, please?
Yes, Chair Luparo.
Present?
Vice Chair Finnerty is not here. Secretary is here. Board Member Robin Long.
Present?
Board Member Craig Catalinato.
Present.
Board Member George Mutu.
Present.
And Board Member Thomas Neely.
Present.
We have a quorum, Madam Chair.
Thank you. You please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So for the, just to give you some safety regulations, there are 2 exits here. In case of emergency, you can exit those doors, down the stairs, out the front door. In terms of if you are speaking to the application, please state your name and your affiliation to the application. And also, is there a pad or no, Anthony? Do they have to sign anything in there? They signed here. Okay, so you don't, just state your name for the record. Number 1, Cypress Avenue, did not have sufficient notice, so we cannot open it tonight, so we'll have to reschedule it. Should we do that now? Reschedule it to
Let's reschedule it now.
April 28th or
April 28th is good.
or the 14th?
Do you need the time to repost and such? You want to do the 28th? That means you would have to post it on the 18th of April. Does that work?
I'd rather do the 14th.
It's up to the chair and the board.
How are we on the 14th? Do we have lots of public hearings that night? We have 2. We could do it on the 14th if that's good for you. Yeah?
That's good.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. And we might be doing it by Zoom. So that's even easier for you. Okay, so,
14th, okay?
Yeah, but you have to post. Make sure you.
Yeah.
you-
I understand.
Okay, no, we're just caring that you know, it's just
Other people
concern.
did it, I didn't pay attention to it.
I know, it's
It's
easy,
just
it
concern.
happens.
Okay.
Okay, so,
The lady explained it to me, I understand.
Great, she's
Thank you.
wonderful.
so do I need a vote on that, or do I? we
No,
don't?
you
No,
can just-
okay, so we're moving it to public hearing, April 14th. Thanks very much. Okay, A&E. Council, do we? Okay, so we have proper posting on A&E Club properties.
Started writing the name, but
You started writing?
Yeah.
You know how to spell it, right?
that's correct.
Craig, I believe you're reading this into the record?
Yes, I am. Please take notice that a public hearing will be held by the Southampton Town Planning Board on Thursday, March 24th, 2022, at 7 p.m. via Town Hall at 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, to consider the pre-submission conference entitled A&E Club Properties. The application is to renovate the existing second floor for an exercise room with emergency egress and rooftop viewing area, located in the R60 zoning district at 231 Mid-Ocean Drive within the hamlet of Bridgehampton, Suffolk County Tax Map number 900-134-4-2.
Okay,
Hi.
hi.
It's kind of strange to be back.
Yes, it is indeed. But we're going to be doing Zoom next week.
We're going back to Zoom? Okay.
Well, certainly for April 14th.
So I got in here on a quick one. Okay. Okay, so Lisa Zaloga, I'm the architect for the applicant. I think many of you have probably seen this property before. We've been here a few times in the last 10, 15 years. So this is a proposed second floor addition to an existing building that the club uses as a camp building for the kids currently on the first floor. It was built with this board's approval. And then at some point in time, after a storm destroyed some of the other cabanas and things, we built the other half of the building. So I don't know if you really looked at it. There's kind of an L-shaped building that's on the ocean side. It's a two-story building already, or a two-story portion already. And that building has that portion of the building has bathrooms and cabanas on the second floor and a small exercise room on the second floor. So the goal here is to lower the ceiling in the camp building so that we're not going up too tall, and basically put an exercise room on the second floor. Again, putting in, since we're going to the second floor, having handicapped accessibility via the elevator and handicapped bathrooms. And then, since it is a flat roof structure, to basically have a viewing section on the upstairs. The membership will not change, so there's no real increase in occupancy for the property, if you will, because the membership is fixed. So it'll be the same people using the building, just using the second floor as an exercise area.
So nothing's changing on the first floor?
Just lowering the ceiling on the first floor, and obviously doing something to create the stairway to get up and the elevator access. So, but there's no change in the footprint to the building, other than the exterior stair that's coming down.
What about the height?
The height will meet will meet the height will meet max. I mean, we don't need a variance for anything in terms of height. We will be going a little bit taller than what's currently there, but we are trying to offset that by lowering the ceiling in the existing building, because that's relatively high right now. So we're kind of splitting the difference, if you will.
Okay.
What's the square footage?
The square footage, that was on your plan. So
Maybe, but it's small.
too small for read. So we're doing, it's basically, we're doing a 50% expansion plus or minus, but it's about 2,400 square feet for the second floor space.
Thank you.
And all the materials will stay the same, and, all of that stuff. And like I said, you've already seen this property, quite a few times, so I would think, hopefully, that the rest of the property is up to standards for you.
Okay. Any other questions from the board? Is there anybody who would like to speak to this application? Okay. Hearing none, I'll entertain a 10-day written comment period.
Motion?
Motion by Robin.
Second.
Wait, it's pre-submission. 30 days? Anthony?
Yep, 30 days.
30 days, it's a pre-submission conference. 30-day, moved by Robin, second by
Second.
Craig.
Craig.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, 6 in favor, 1 absent. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess we'll see each other again on Zoom.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you. So, David and Robin Santora, do we have notice, council?
We do. We
Okay.
have both.
And Gloria, and you're reading that?
Please take notice, a public hearing will be held by the Town of Southampton Planning Board on Thursday, March 24th, 2022, at 7 p.m. via Town Hall at 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, to consider the final application entitled David and Robin Santora. This project consists of a 2-lot subdivision and considers action on a .999 acre or 43,558 square foot property located in the R20 zoning district at 26 Homestead Avenue within the hamlet of Quayog, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 900-359-4-39.2.
Hi, good evening. Heather Wright, attorney for the applicant. So we're here for the final application. It's a very simple 2-lot subdivision at 26 Homestead and Quayog. We have I think, pretty much done everything we needed to do to get here. We obtained our variances from the ZBA about a year ago for the existing dwelling and for the lot width. We've obtained health department approval. I think all we're really waiting on is for engineering to review the common driveway specs and the drainage plan. Like I said, this lot, the lots that we're creating are consistent with the other subdivisions that this board, well, that the board has granted in the past, similarly on 23 and 25 Homestead and 10 and 14 Homestead. So the lot size itself meets the R20 zoning, so I think it's very straightforward.
So you've got a common driveway?
Yes.
Yeah. And is and the flag is 23,434, yeah.
Excuse me.
Any questions from the board?
No, there's been a lot of subdivisions on that street, very similar to this.
Okay. Is there anyone who wants to speak to this application? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for a 10-day written comment period.
Motion. to
Motion by
close.
Robin,
Second.
second by Gloria, and all in favor.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, 6 in favor, 1 absent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Heather. And Connor Friedlander Gateway 1, Council, do we have notice on
We
that?
do, Your Honor.
Great.
Your Honor.
Okay.
We do, Madam Chair.
Just elevated me.
Promoted.
Okay.
Please take notice, a public hearing will be held by the Southampton Town Planning Board on Thursday, March 24th, 2022, at 7 PM via Town Hall at 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, to consider the pre-application entitled Connor Friedlander Gateway. This project considers the pre-application for the subdivision of 9 lots into 7 lots consisting of a total of 13.35 acres fronting on freshwater wetlands, Kellis Pond, situated in HB and R60 zoning districts located at 2071 Montauk Highway within the hamlet of Bridgehampton, Suffolk County Tax Map number 84-1, 13.4, 13.5, 13.6, 13.7, 14, 15, 16.2, 16.8, and 44.
Thanks, Anthony.
Hi there. Good evening. Steve Naroda with Aris Design Landscape Architecture, 38 Nugent Street, Southampton. On here behalf of the owner, Connor Friedlander Gateway. So as was just read, it's the proposal is a pre-application for a 7-lot subdivision. Currently, there are 11 lots on the property. The total acreage of the property is 13.35 acres. There is a conservation easement that runs along the south boundary. The one back here. There's a portion of a wetland, Kellis Creek, on the south end. Our office went out and reflagged the wetland, and then it was verified by Marty Shea back in June. And basically, the 7 lots proposed, we have 6 in the HB zone, and then 1 which is in the R60 zone. We're proposing a common drive access point that would be in alignment with the existing traffic light on Montauk. And then that would provide access to the residential piece. And there's also Lot 6, in order to provide frontage, we're proposing a drive that would provide access there. That would have to be a right turn in, right turn out because of the traffic in that area. The average lot size is about 79,000 square feet. The largest lot is this piece here on the east side, Lot 1. It measures 107,000 square feet, just over. About a third of that lot has the easement on it. So about a third is not developable. The rest of the lots are in the 65,000. And then on the west side, Lot 7 is at 79,000.
Do you have to change the zoning? Do you have to?
No.
So you can, in HB, you can,
It's HB,
it's HB, so it's, all right.
yeah. I mean, there's a limit in HB in terms of structures at 15,000 square feet,
Exactly, right.
but the lots are larger. Are you merging any of these ownership properties or merging?
It's all common ownership with Connor Freeland Gateway, so that's,
Because there were several other owners at one point, and then a property owner cropped up at one point that they didn't know about.
yeah, it's all
Years
common,
back.
it's all
It's all
under.
Connor?
Yes, yeah.
What about, have you considered any cross-access here?
That'll definitely be part of, yes. Right now, the first task is, we're taking step by step, is to get the subdivision hopefully approved. We know that any development of this property would definitely, it would be cross-access easements, hopefully land bank parking to reduce, hardscape. Those elements would definitely be considered as we go into that next phase of design.
So are you looking at the layout? What do you have, 4 residential properties that enter Montauk Highway at the traffic signal? Am I looking at that correctly?
Well, those 4, there's only one residential property in the proposed subdivision.
Oh, okay.
On this, that's lot 2, on the south part of the property.
Okay, so these are commercial properties,
Those are all in the HB zone.
and they're entering at the existing traffic signal opposite Bridgehampton?
Exactly, right, exactly.
The residential piece is the one with the largest conservation easement on it? Which one is 2?
2 is the one, it's
This one.
right here. So as you
Right,
if you
right,
come
so it's-
straight south down, there's a little flag that
Okay.
comes off of that, and that's your access. There is a big portion of that is the easement.
Yeah.
You have enough for a building lot?
We do, yeah, because we have,
'Cause you have a lot of-
it's 97,000 square feet
You have a lot
total.
of what looks
There-
like steep slopes there.
There's some slope, for sure, as you go closer to Callis Pond. There's some beautiful trees down there. It's a really beautiful
So
part of
that's
the
all being
property.
preserved?
Yes.
So is,
And you flagged it when? Just
We,
recently?
we did the
20
wetland flagging back in.
June 2020?
Yeah, Marty verified in June.
Okay.
So lot 2 is the residential one?
Yes.
Just to,
Yep.
and,
The zoning line is right here. It's kind of hard to see from.
yeah.
But they were all kind
Yeah,
of
that's
gonna
the
get
zoning line. So anything to the south of that is residential, anything north is highway business.
off the cul-de-sac.
So can you just track again? You come in from the highway at the signal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
The, like,
traffic circle.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And then how do you get to the other lots?
So as you come in, there would be access from to
To
lot
lot
1.
one.
You go to the east. To lot 4, you go to the west.
Right.
You come further in, you get to lot 3. And then, we talk about cross-access easement, so that would be part of it. But then also this other portion, this westerly entry point, we would get to lot 6, lot 7, and lot 5.
That's the 20-foot.
Yes,
So there's you want another curb cut essentially on 27?
yes.
There's no other way to do it.
If we could, yeah, to get that, yeah, yeah.
so the 4 eastern lots, 3 of which are commercial, use the traffic signal
Yep.
to access Montauk Highway. The 3 western lots, which are also commercial, use that access drive.
Right, well, yeah, but I think in reality, they're gonna be mostly using this, and they'll be cross-access
There w-
throughout.
okay.
So in reality, the most convenient will be this. This will be a right turn in and right turn out, so, and so I think really facilitating the circulation on the property will be really important in how that gets worked out.
So you're encouraging them, for a better word, to go up to the signal.
Yes,
Right.
right.
So is,
No.
are you going to submit a cluster plan? Isn't a cluster plan required?
I think there was a waiver because of the majority of the properties in highway business, so we declared,
That's it?
there was a waiver to that.
They might have,
We
remember,
submitted
this is
it.
a pre-application hearing, so they might have requested.
Requested.
For a waiver.
Yep.
And I wasn't processing it, but, it could be that it was said that we don't need a cluster at this time, but it doesn't mean that the pre-application report ultimately doesn't say
Right.
that we need to look at a cluster, if that's what the analysis results in. So I don't think, whether or not you told the applicant we don't need one at this point, I don't know, but
Was this the
you won't
first time we're
necessarily
seeing this?
lose the opportunity to get one if you
Right.
think one is necessary here.
Right, it is required, isn't it, for
It
submission?
is, but it is required certainly for residential subdivisions.
Right, exactly.
And at what point do you reach out, if you haven't already, to the New York State DOT?
Well, so part of this process, we submitted, they actually contact us, to our office, about the proposal, and then we begin that, working with them too.
Okay, so you haven't, that step hasn't?
No, not yet, because we're in the pre-submission level, we're not ready to deal with that yet, but definitely that will be coming, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This hunk of property has taken on many lives.
Yes, it has, yeah.
You don't have a building envelope on the residential property that I'm looking at right now?
No, we don't, yeah. We're just kind of holding the space, we don't know what it's gonna be yet.
It is the little Carvel.
Is that the Carvel?
Yeah, it's a Carvel that's out there,
Okay,
yes.
ju-
yeah.
It's the only existing structure there.
That's the only structure,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, well, I'm sure this will get lots of review,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
for sure. Any other questions on the ward? And there is no one to speak to this, so it's just a straight pre-app, so a 10-day written comment period.
Motion to close for the 10-day written.
Motion by Robin, second by Gloria, and all in favor.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, 6 in favor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'll keep this. Council, do we need to pass any kind of a resolution about resuming Zoom on the April 14th?
Just as long as, I mean, you can always give indication to the public that that's what's going to be happening, and then as long as the notices
They'll be
properly
sent
are
in.
advertised, we're fine.
Okay. So no one's here, but Patty is here.
Well, it's on tape also.
April 14th, we will be holding the planning board day and public hearing sessions via Zoom. Okay? Motion to close
Motion to close.
by Robin, second by Gloria, and all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, 6 in favor, 1 absent. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
All right. Anthony. Oh, my